What's going on, YouTube? I think this is the 6th day, maybe, working on the shop. I've got the beams up there. See how those go? Got 2 trusses up there. All the poles are notched. It's about 20 foot to the bottom of that truss right there. About 25 to the peak of the truss up top. I don't know if you remember me telling you, I had a buddy of mine that was supposed to bring me a tractor. The best thing I can say about that is that hasn't happened yet. So I kind of rigged up something to get that up there. It's not working real well. It did work to get that done. I got this boom pole here for quick attach, skid steer quick attach, and I built this. I was planning on renting a skid steer. Well, my buddy's got a tractor that's got a skid steer quick attach, and he told me I could use his tractor. But anyway, he claims he needs it right now, and this and that and other, and he's wanting to do it whenever it's convenient for him, which isn't really working for me. So I rigged this up. I just took that old boom pole thing that I had, that piece of square tubing, just welded a little weld across there. Just a little small weld right up under there so I could get it back off on each side. And then just a little weld right here on each side. And then I got this chain running up under here and back across. And this is tight. I had a cheater pipe on this, tightening it down. I've got the snatch block there, and I got that chain up there tied like that, double back to the truck over there, and it will pick it up and move the trusses, and that's how I set those beams and those trusses. And but it is very difficult. It took like 3 hours to set the first truss because the maneuverability of this, with that pole sticking out there like that, you know, when you raise it up, it comes up. But when you get it maneuvered over, back your trailer over and get it maneuvered over and go to set it back down, well, then it pushes the truss that away. And so you got to pull the truck up, ease it down a little more, pull the truck up. And if you got the truck turned anyway, then it starts pulling it away from where you're trying to set the truss. So it's just turned into more trouble than it's worth trying to do it like this. It's more time consuming. Worked on this all day today. That's the only thing we got done was those 2 beams set and those 2 trusses set all day long. So probably what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this boom pole back off of here, and I'm going to call a rental company and see what it's going to cost for me to get a skid steer delivered along with a little small man lift. That's something else I'm having trouble with, is getting up there. Like I said, I got to put lath boards on that. Once you got your lath boards up there, you know, it's not a problem to crawl around on them. But when you have nothing up there, when you set your next truss, you have to have a way to get up there. And I got a 24-foot ladder, and maxed out all the way. It'll touch the peak of that right there on the bottom side of that truss right there. It'll touch the bottom of it. But when you set your next truss up there, you know, the bottom of that truss has no boards on it, so you can't lean a ladder up against it. So I got to have a way of getting up there. It's one thing. So I'm gonna call and see what it costs to get a skid steer and a man lift for a weekend. And it shouldn't take too long to do this. I got the pole right here. All I gotta do is whack that back off of there. Just a little 1-inch welds, 4 little 1-inch welds I got on it, and chain and binders and stuff. And take that back off of there, and I should be able to pick the trusses up with that without any problem. And then I'll just need a man lift to get up there and nail the boards up. So that's where we're at now. So that's our next step for next weekend. What's going on, guys? Finally got the trusses up, as you can see there. All the lath boards are up, except for the ones on the very outside. I got to cut the trusses off even and everything. Had a little mix up with the rental equipment. I called them Wednesday morning and told them I wanted a 340, which is a 34-foot man lift, JLG man lift, and I told them I wanted a 333 John Deere skid steer, which is the biggest track unit John Deere makes, and told them I wanted it delivered by Friday afternoon for this weekend. Well, the guy that I talked to was new there. He said he had it handled and everything, and what I was planning on picking up 2 of these trusses at one time, and with them already nailed together and set them, because you see there's 2 of them. I don't know if you can see. There's 2 of them nailed together side by side on each post. So that's what I want to do. That would have sped things up tremendously. But at 4:45 Friday afternoon, I hadn't heard anything from the rental company. They never showed up and brought the equipment. So I called and I talked with one of the guys I dealt with there before. And I said, man, I just called and checked to see what the status of this rental equipment I called about Wednesday morning. He said, I don't have any record of anything showing where we were supposed to bring anything to you. I said, man, you got to be kidding me. I got stuff planned, to get this done this weekend. He said, let me call you right back. He called me right back. He said, man, I'm sorry, but I got a 45-foot man lift. I'll let you have it for the same price. And all I got is a 319 skid steer, which I knew wasn't probably going to be big enough. But I said, well, if that's what you got, can you bring it to me? He said, yeah, I'll have it there within an hour or so. And so he made a guy work overtime, loaded it on a truck, dropped it off to me. So anyway, I was only able to pick up 1 truss at a time. And if you watch the video of me picking the truss up, you can hear that skid steer moaning and groaning. It lifts fine, but the curl, when you go to curl the bucket up, it didn't have enough strength and the curl function to curl that truss and that pole up, and until you got the loader almost, and you kind of jerk the stick a little bit and let it shake, and it kind of go up a little further each time. That's the way I had to do it. It took way longer than it should have to get this done, but got it done. It looks good and everything. So I didn't have time to get up here and bolt the trusses up on this side here, up there at the top of the beams. I still got to get up there and drill holes and put bolts in those, and like I say, cut the trusses off right there in the outside lath boards and stuff. But other than that, looks pretty good. Back up here, give you a wide shot. And this right here is where the small door will be, the man door right here on this side. But anyway, that's all for this weekend. And next weekend I'll try to get the outside lath boards up and the trusses cut off and bolted down and everything. And then maybe in a weekend or 2, I can get some metal for the roof and go ahead and get that getting that put on. I got a clip I'll show y'all here of us setting one of the trusses. It's only like the 3rd time my dad's ever run a skid steer, and it's only been for like just maybe an hour at a time or something, so he don't have much experience on it. And I had him, because the skid steer that's leaked down when you get it up there, and I had him in it and trying to communicate with him what I wanted, but we got it done. It worked out. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys.